There's two types of people who clicked on this video. If you're a new viewer, you're probably a tennis fan or at least know who Federer is, clicked on the clickbaity title, and you're about to get a whole bunch of table tennis that you didn't sign up for. But if you're a long-time viewer or from the country of Brazil, apparently, you're probably wondering why I'm not covering anything that happened in the last 6 months, like Truls, Wang Chuqin, or Harimoto. And, well, for a while I told myself I wouldn't be like other YouTube channels that clout chase by hopping onto trending videos or topics or riding the coattails of other famous people. But after the success of my last video in Brazil, I decided it's time to bring in other people from different audiences. And when I saw this video come across my feed, I knew I had to talk about it. Cause who doesn't know Roger Federer? I mean, even I know a thing or two about Federer, and the only tennis I watch is Nick Kyrgios Crash Out compilations on YouTube. And the only thing I know about Pineapple as opponent is that people who are given the nickname of Pineapple are either A, super cute and wholesome, or B, stone cold killers, and this girl is somehow both. So what does it take to beat the world's best in a miniature version of their sport as a small human yourself? In general, at the casual level, I think tennis translates a lot better to table tennis than vice versa. And as a pen holder with one season played on my middle school's tennis team, I would know. And surprisingly, we've seen what happens when the best table tennis players give tennis a shot. And, well, the results are less than spectacular. But let's see what Federer can do against one of the up-and-comers of China.
Welcome to the real world! Time to learn! You gonna learn today!
Fed's coming in with a massive forehand and some of that wrist-first blocking backhand, typical of your average player who doesn't train the sport. But after the bit of training in the video, maybe he's got the feeling of that whip, and combined with the Uniqlo product placement, maybe he's now got an attack from that side too. Bro, check out that footwork in the trick serve. Yeah, Pineapple wants TTR on that one. As for Pineapple, I couldn't find any clips of her playing aside from the stuff in this video, at least on the English side of the internet because my Chinese is garbage. But after seeing her, 两个punch, But after seeing her
两个反手，两个正手。
blocking, yeah, she's more consistent than me, and I think Federer might be in for some trouble. Fortunately, it's just one game, so that makes things easier for me. Put in the kitchen, cause she's ready to cook. First serve side under, maybe dead. Pineapple plays Federer's corners, a classic strat, and wins the first point. Already we're seeing some of Federer's habits come out. Standing a bit too much in the center so the backhand is hard to cover, and a drift towards the backhand, open, ready stance that's reminiscent of tennis, but means that the forehand is going to be a bit slower. Second point, Pineapple tests out his backhand and misses off-screen with her forehand. Federer returns to his blocking ways and gives Pineapple a nice footwork drill, then misses on a pop-up attempt on the forehand. At this point, Pineapple's shown that she wants to attack from both wings, and Federer, well, he's actually able to keep up with his blocking game. His attacks, though, they're looking a bit suspect. Federer serves right into Pineapple's strike zone. Look at that weight transfer for that monster forehand. Clips the net and wins the point. Pineapple gets the serve back, and she actually adapts to how Federer returned last with a shorter underspin serve. He takes the bait and hits it into the net. But then Federer adapts with a nice step around, displaying for the first time a mid-ranged forehand attack, catching Pineapple off guard. Yep, I agree, that's replay worthy. The next 4 points go back and forth, but Federer's trying something out because he kept the attack up to Pineapple's backhand. Either he feels she's shown some inconsistency. Why can't I speak? Either he feels that she has shown some inconsistency there, or would rather not deal with her forehand, which we see what happens there when he finally tries to test it out with the down-the-line block, as met with a vicious attack driving him away from the table.
Got scared.
Yeah, me too. Then Federer figures out the ultimate strategy to beating shorter players: attack the wings. First, he surprises Pineapple with a dead forehand that she loops off the table, then follows it up with a brutal angle in the serve return, then draws even with the same angle now out to her backhand when she starts scouting for the forehand. Even if the technique doesn't translate from tennis, the mind games do, and bro's a world champion for a reason. Pineapple, though, claps back, anticipating the serve to her forehand, and hits it cross table this time. Less risky than the down-the-line shot she did previously, and follows it up with a clean backhand into forehand step around. It's actually kind of cute to see, because when she pulls it off, she's still basically in a backhand position because she's so tiny. If someone taller does that, they'd be pulled all the way past the corner of the table. Federer survives a fast forehand and retaliates with something that looks like an adapted tennis backhand. The real-time processing to change his stroke when you can clearly tell he wants to hit it two-handed is pretty cool to see, and earns him the point. Missed backhand from Federer followed by a missed backhand from Pineapple brings us to 9-10 match point. He suddenly switches it up to an underspin mid-table, and Pineapple adapts. A nice loop on the serve, followed by great placement of backhand, sends Federer scrambling. But even as he backs up, he's got that tennis footwork, and he's ready to lob her blistering forehand back. However, you can literally see the wires in his head short circuit as he remembers that this ain't tennis, and he can't slice the ball he wants to, and ends up hitting it too flat, sending the ball into the net. And Pineapple, at the age of 7, defeats a world champion.
刚刚赢了菲德勒。
Jokes aside, it's pretty cool to see how even at this level, the mental game matters. Most of Pineapple's adjustments were of the technical varietal to get the ball back in the table, but Federer definitely had some more tactical adjustments. And you know what, Federer? I've been playing for over 10 years, and I think she could beat me too, so don't feel too bad.
I've played for 35 years.
Thanks for watching.
New videos every time I upload.
If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to support on Ko-Fi. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.